Whilst we wait on back-ordered Can-Am parts,
And inside, I'm screaming.
I figured I'd try and entertain you few friendly folk that like my videos. I'm now going to do the less yak, more break back thing, drag these sleds outside, and then I'll proceed to explain myself further as soon as I bulge the discs a little bit more. Alrighty, a half a tube of Bengay later.
Smells like a Bengay factory around here.
And we got these old pigs outside. Why did we do this again? Because other than the Polaris here, these were all stored outside. And what that means is we have a bunch of leaf litter, pine needles, acorns.
Mice, exactly.
I don't have a mouse problem in the house. There's no droppings, there's nothing. And that's because there's no nesting material inside the house. But now I have introduced some via these sleds. So we're simply going to take some coarse air and some fine air and do a little eviction and a little clean out, because now it is a necessity. I was going to wait till I worked on each individual sled, but because the mice are now rampant and taking full advantage of all the nesting that's available, it's time for them to go. We'll start with the 69 Snowjet. It's not terrible. It's more, there's some going on in the seat foam here. Definitely some stuff in there. It's mostly scale and rust that we need to blow out of this one. I wish you could smell the old gas. Now there's different flavors of old gas, but this is like a 50-year-old single malt scotch.
It's like fine cognac with a hint of aged scrotum.
It is vintage, and the smell is, I wish you guys could smell it. I'm trying not to show too much of the sheet metal because we are going to be working on this. And yes, I am out of my mind for trying to get this one going, but I think it's going to be fun and good practice. What is this thing? This is the LT Gray 6000. This one by far is the worst. This one was outside under a tarp, and it is full of stuff that mice like to build nesting out of. It is just chock full of potential mouse house. Oh, there's signs. Where's that coming from? Oh, looky here. They like the foam. Well, unfortunately, their time is up. We gotta evict them. Oh, there's more on that side. Perfect. We'll do something with this cover. So there's that one. The Polaris, it's got some stuff in here. It's gotta go. Lots of leaf litter. Seat, this is probably the best seat out of all of them. Skid, nothing in there. Fantastic. And finally, the Ski-Doo. Let's take a look. Oh yeah. It's all gotta go. Not too bad. Now, do we use the two-stroke or the electric?
You must be kidding.
No.
I know. It was a joke. That home light is at least 8 years old. It's very, very fickle at this point. I think I've cleaned the carburetor once in 8 years. You no longer prime it. You just put it full choke, full throttle there, wide open. It'll pop, go to half choke, and if it's gonna run, that's it. If it doesn't start after that, you gotta wait till next day. And it's almost out of gas. So we'll end up probably using both. But of course, we're gonna start with the two-stroke. And then once we're done with the coarse air, we'll hit it with some fine air. And that's gonna be it. We may do one repair, and that's a big may. We'll see how the rest of the weekend goes. The reason I'm doing this is, one, out of necessity. Two, some people find it satisfying. As do I. Maybe we'll set the mood with some meditation music and just do a music montage. We'll try and get some good shots of the shit blowing out of these things, and yeah, just enjoy. Out of gas.
It ain't got no gas in it.
Yeah, my two brain cells weren't working in unison.
He's actually suffering from oxygen deprivation. He's brain dead.
We didn't start in the correct order. Take number 2. was way, way, way more work than I wanted it to be. It was fun for about 5 minutes. The skidoo here was the worst for the leaf litter. It seemed to regenerate. I kept going around in circles, and every time I came back, a lot more just kept blowing out of it. The toughest part of everything was the leaf litter. It would not blow out of there. I had to pick all of that out by hand. When I put the air to it, the leaves kind of just rolled around and laughed at me.
They're all gonna laugh at you!
There's a pile there. But much improvement. We're not going to get into any detail on these sleds. We're going to do it one by one. This was just necessity to try to keep the rodents down to a minimum. Polaris, as previously discussed, was the easiest. Not a lot going on this. This was stored semi-indoors. The Arctic, not really as bad as I thought it was going to be. Obviously, we're going to have to go in and finish off with the vacuum. We got treasures. We unearthed some stuff. There's an old spark plug. If you can see in there, see if I can get it out. My little paws here. Come on now. All right, what do we got? Looks like an old spark plug. You know what I'm trying to say. I can't think of the word. Coil cap. Spark plug wire boot. There it is. Boot. And it's an old boot sitting down in there. My Lord, my two brain cells. Sometimes they just don't agree.
This is because we're not working together.
These are the treasures in the skidoo. I didn't even notice it before. We got this black box. And I'm like, what the hell is that? Let's put that up there for a minute. But we also got, this is never a good sign. We got this spring. Not sure where that goes. And then we got a nylock nut and a washer. That's never a good sign. Got this box that says skidoo on it. And looky here. We got an original toolkit.
My voice changing?
That's groovy, right? What do they say on it? Oh, look at that. Can you see that? Bombardier, or bombardier, however you like to say it. That's pretty cool. The Snowjet was the worst as far as scale. The scale just kept regenerating every time I go around the thing. You can see piles of it here. A lot of it came out from in there. But the old gas smell, again, it makes me laugh every time I smell it. It is so strong. It has some kind of fuel tank that I think is incorporated to the body. I don't know much about this thing. We're not going to get into detail right now. We will, though, soon. That was a big step in the right direction regarding rodent eviction. And now that I'm completely covered in the shit and all the diseases are setting in, I'm going to call it a day. And I'll see you in the morning because we are going to attempt one repair to make life a bit easier. Alrighty, we got our sleds and deck area cleaned up. And what I mean by cleaned up is we just blew it onto the lawn. We'll have the lawnmower take care of the rest. All right, that's not it. We are going to do the one repair that I contemplated on doing, and that is the Snowjet. Dragging this thing around on one ski, no bueno. So let's go inside the rot box, start with the easy side first, and see if we can make things happen. We got some Freol on there. Hopefully it's just a through bolt and it just snaps somehow. Hopefully it's not threaded into that bracket. We are just going to throw the impact on it and see what happens. Not threaded on this part of it. There she goes. Let me pop the nut out of this socket. Come on. All right, that doesn't want to go. We can do that later. Are we still recording? Yes, fantastic. Let's grab the old map gas. Oh, the torque. Fire this up. Gotta turn it on would help.
Hot stuff coming through.
Oh, it's moving. Oh, look at that. It's gonna be a great day. We got movement. Where's the Freol? Is this stuff super flammable? I tell you, I really don't like the smell of the Freol. What's your opinion? It seems to work really well. It's uber expensive, so it should. But I tell you, I don't really, as you can tell, I don't really
Man down!
care for the smell. It took quite a bit of back and forth, but we removed it, and it is a fine thread, which I am a little bit surprised on. Now that that's out, let's go head over to the sled and see if that's going to be just as easy, or probably the latter of the two. All right, there's the steering knuckle, or I have no idea what that's called. I'm praying that that's not threaded and it's just, you know, a hammer and punch situation. I don't have an air hammer. Otherwise, it's going to be a drill situation. So let's see what we can do. Let's get set up and see if we can knock this thing out. All right, maybe we'll kiss it with some heat first. It's cooking now, frying now.
He's cooking now. Like cooking him good.
Boy, oh boy, don't touch it, it's hot. That did not move at all, and unfortunately we are not solid as sear. It looks like we have a drill situation, so let me get that set up and we'll go from there. As you can see there, I got quite a mess. It's giving me horrible flashbacks to the broken spark plug on the S10. You can see I was able to drill it out, kind of peen it over. I don't see any threads. If there was, they're long gone. So I don't know if this was just a special long-shouldered bolt. If you know, let me know. I know nothing about nothing. So it's a 3/8 hole. I'm gonna finish drilling it out, go to the bolt store, and let's see if we can get this ski on. So I confirmed thread pitch by jamming this into a die because I am not well versed. 3H24 is what it is. Went to the hardware store. Unfortunately, I love the long shoulder and that's gonna work out great for our application. What I don't love is I didn't have 3.5, so I'm only gonna be able to catch the welded nut on the ski. That said, I'm going to use some thread locker H271 that I bought for the Can-Am and do some permanent thread locker on this bolt. I'm fairly pleased how it fits in this knuckle. I thought it was going to be a lot more loosey-goosey.
Loosey-goosey.
So that's it. I'm going to put it together. We're going to wrap this one up.
Another successful installation. Of course, I forgot the rubber bushing, had to take it apart, put it back together, because I'm an idiot.
I also had to implement the umbrella as it is now goat stinking hot outside. After blowing this thing out yesterday for approximately 10 minutes, I had this thing leaned on its side for obvious reasons, and all this fell out. Awesome. Attempting to get this 69 Snowjet running and driving again may be the dumbest idea to date. Alrighty, another one in the books. If you found any of this mildly entertaining, please let me know. If you hated it, also please let me know. I'm here to try and entertain you, have a good time, and get things accomplished. Period. That said, go to my Master of None Instagram. I think it's master_of_none MB. I'll put the name in the description, and you can see an upcoming project. A little sneak preview, if you will. Other than that, as always, thanks for watching. Hope to see you on the next one. That's all I got.
It has to end here.